Hi, Peter here. And I wanted to talk today about joy in death. And yesterday I spent a big part of the day talking to a friend who's dying, and he's had cancer and had a series of treatments, but there's no more to have. And he's now getting weaker and weaker. And I had the most beautiful conversation with him about what it's like to be in the dying process. So we talked about spirit and body, and how if you connect more and more, or facing death is an opportunity to connect more and more with your spirit and not with your body. And the people I've seen before that have tried to hold on to their body have had a very difficult time dying. And at some level, dying is a really important part of our life, if not the most important part. So it's got me thinking about this process, and we all do it, and we all do it every day. I mean, we have animals that die, we have projects that die, we have friendships that die. It's really surrounds us, it's part of life. So I've been thinking a few things, like if you're, depending on what sort of religion you are, then you'll have a very different understanding as to what to expect after death. Or, you can be looking forward to coming a new life as a Buddhist. You can be looking at the judgment if you're a Christian, to go to heaven or hell. You can have your own belief system that you return back to the ether. So it's a very interesting time. If nothing, it's going to be a big adventure. I'm not trying to be morbid. I'm trying to be really constructive. And what can we learn from this? I saw a play called Everybody in Canada last year, and it was a remake of a play that was a Middle Ages play about what happens as you die. And really, all the characters were things that were family and friends and emotions, stories. They all had to go. And the play was about letting them go. How do you let them all go? Gracefully. I was also remembering that a few people have actually done passion maps in hospices. Can't remember which facilitator it was, some time ago, but they found that doing passion maps in hospices was remarkable, that the dying person had the opportunity to connect with their essence, with their spiritual self. And what greater gift could you give someone than helping them connect with their spiritual self for the process they're going through? It's almost as if the spiritual self will carry them. The physical body has to die. So it's been a time of, immense contemplation. And I just invite you, if you're being with someone who's dying, there's a few things that really can make their life a lot better. One is to bring some familiarity back into their surroundings. And how do they get their favorite music, their favorite paintings or artifacts, photographs of family? How do you get them into the space so they're very comfortable about who they are, and they're not just caught in a hospice which is white and stainless steel? And then how do you help them to let go of all of the things that they need to let go of? How do you give them the confidence that things will be fine if they go? And so there's a lot you can actually do, which is actually quite joyous in terms of bringing them joy, bringing them sense of self, bringing them the sense of spirit. And you don't have to do that with the passion map. You can do it in your own unique way, but you can do it. That's about all I'd like to say. And if you're working with someone, or you're being with someone who's dying, there's a lot you can do to help them. Thanks for listening. Ciao.